Good evening. Welcome to our traditional pinning ceremony here at Ball State University. This is our July 2018 Ball State University Nursing Graduation Class. This is an exciting evening for all of us, and many of us who are nurses, we relive this every time we see our students walk down these steps with their lights, and we remember when we went through pinning. It's kind of a memory provoker for all of us. My name is Cheryl Rowitis. I'm the president of the Ball State University Nursing Alumni Society and a practicing nurse at IU Health Lifeline in Richmond, Indiana, and a nurse practitioner at MedExpress in Muncie, Indiana. Before we recognize the graduates on stage tonight, I have the honor of introducing our distinguished guests. Please hold your applause till all have been introduced. And as I call your name, if you would please stand and remain standing until all are recognized. We're honored tonight to have Dr. Anthony Mahon. He is the Associate Dean for Scholarship and Faculty Development, the College of Health at Ball State University. Sue Taylor, Ball State University Alumni Director of Collegiate, Reunion, and Affinity Groups to Strategic Engagement and Communications here at the university. Carrie Osborne, she's a faculty member at the Ball State University School of Nursing, and she's also a Ball State Nursing Alumni Society member. Heather Bean, she's a faculty at Ball State University School of Nursing and she's also a Ball State Nursing Alumni Society member, as well as one of our class advisors. Nancy Martin, she is faculty at the Ball State University School of Nursing and also a class advisor. And one of our honored guests this evening, our speaker, Ms. Margie Pyron. She's faculty at Ball State University School of Nursing. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. Thank you. Just a little reminder tonight, if you'd like pictures from the audience, that's just fine. We just don't want to block views for all of our other family members as our graduates are being honored. Now, we're going to have a special welcome by Sue Taylor. Again, Sue is from the Ball State University Alumni Association, and she is one of the directors. Sue?
Good evening. Good wet evening. It's my pleasure to be with you for this special event and to bring greetings from the Ball State University Alumni Association. Your connection to the university and other alumni professionals as you embark on life's next chapter. Being a graduate means you have Ball State and the Alumni Association in your corner for life. We are committed to offering ways for you to have meaningful experiences with your alma mater for as long as possible. Nurses, you are among the nation's best and brightest, and we're so very proud of you. With your degree, you join the ranks of more than 190,000 alumni who live all over the world. Tonight's pinning ceremony honors you for having completed a most difficult program, one that prepares you well for your chosen profession. Although the journey to this destination was filled with challenges, you studied, sacrificed, and persevered to achieve your goals. All of the challenges have made you stronger and will help you become a better nurse. As you graduate, you automatically become a member of the Ball State University Nursing Alumni Society. Some of its leaders are here tonight, as you've just been introduced. They serve their alma mater and the School of Nursing with enthusiasm. They volunteer in many roles, and they coordinate programs such as this. They host an alumni banquet each spring to recognize nurses who are excelling in their careers and to provide a social event where you can meet with other former classmates at that point and faculty. We invite you to attend these banquets any spring that you can. There's one next spring already being planned, and we hope to recognize some of you for your achievements as you continue in your profession. As you enter the working world, we ask that you embrace the Ball State traditions of leadership, dedication, and service, and offer support to student nurses who will be following in your footsteps. Please stay in touch with us. Participate in these programs for alumni wherever you live. Sometimes you may be quite a distance from campus, but the Alumni Association travels and coordinates alumni events in many, many different cities throughout the United States. We'll want to hear from you, and we'll want to know where your nursing career is taking you. So we hope that you'll remember your classmates, your mentors, all of the instructors, and any others who have made your student experience quite special. And we hope that you'll consider ways that you can pay forward to the next classes. Again, our congratulations. We wish you the very best.
Thank you, Sue. Next, we will have our invocation. The invocation tonight will be given by Chloe Mullet. She's the secretary of the graduating class.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, may this pinning day be a celebration of your life within us. We give you all the learning, the skills, and the hard work of these years. We pour out our gifts into your hands. May we hold this memory in our hearts as we continue our adventure. Amen.
Thank you, Chloe. Next, it's my honor to introduce to you tonight our guest speaker for this evening. She is a wonderful nurse. I've had the pleasure of working with her for many years, and she's going to deliver our special message tonight. Miss Margie Pyron.
Thank you. I can't believe that with all technology, I'm resorting to a paper and pencil for my notes, but I'm afraid I'm going to forget something if I don't do that. So, you're done. Did you ever think that they would come? No, I didn't think so. Okay. It seems like just yesterday when you were in my class, I teach their very first nursing class that they take, so I get them when they're absolutely terrified. And now they're kind of terrified in a different sort of way. So I want to welcome the students, families, friends, faculty, everybody that is here to help us celebrate this time. Like they've said, pinning is always deep in my heart. I remember my pinning day from 32 years ago, so it's a very special place for nursing. I feel honored to speak here today and would like to begin by saying congratulations to you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Okay, I better get back to my script. Okay, this moment is what everyone has been looking forward to, students, families, friends. It's a time to recognize the students for their hard work, long nights, busy days, and intense studying. For those of you who are not in the nursing field, I just felt being a teacher, I had to compel to teach something. So I wanted you to understand a little bit of the significance of the pinning ceremony. So here's just a very brief history. The nursing pinning ceremony dates back to the 12th century when a group of knights cared for injured and suffering soldiers. These knights were honored with their dedication with a Maltese pin. It was worn on their arm. And then in 1860s, good old Florence Nightingale was honored with a Red Cross pin for caring for soldiers during the war. Pinning then became with a class of nurses at the Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing in New York in 1880, so it dates a long time back. By 1916, it became standard in the United States for all nursing graduates with a pin during a special ceremony. So class of 2018, this is your turn. It is time to honor you for the successful completion of your nursing education, and this ceremony is kind of your rite of passage to symbolize you as you go into your transition to a full-fledged nurse. So I have to, of course, share some thoughts about the years that you guys have been with us. I promise I will not talk about Logan. Logan is my son that everything happens to him, so everybody sees him on my PowerPoints, like, weekly. He tells me that he sees my students on campus and they all know him, but he doesn't know him because of my PowerPoints. Said if you would stop crashing when you play soccer and snowboarding, you would not be in my PowerPoints. So, okay, so here's just a few thoughts with you as you move and prepare to officially become an RN. So let's go back a few years and spend a minute talking about your first semester. That's with me as a nursing student. Remember how excited you were to finally be in nursing school. You wore your uniform and stethoscope around your house the weekend before classes even started, and you're like, I got this. I am awesome. Yeah. Then you also said, oh my God, I'm terrified. So then you came your first nursing class, and what do you hear? Zach Sobiet's video on clouds as he prepares to die. Everybody remember that? He was 17 years old. It was very sad. You just nod. Yeah, just go. Okay, good. Yeah. Lots of tears that day. Then you had to live through all of my endless quotes that I made you listen to at the end of each lecture. Keep in mind the one that is my favorite, and I hope you keep with you, is they may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And that is nursing. Next you came, your first clinical. You brought all your supplies. You didn't know what it was. You had this 230, 231 bag of stuff. And you were kind of thinking, what in the world are we going to do with some of this stuff? We made you perform AIDIT, which is introduction to when nurses introduce themselves to patients every week, so that finally by mid-semester you had it down. And in fact, if you felt kind of weird if you did not do it, and I know you all got it down now. Bed baths, sterile technique, enemas. Who would have thought that putting on sterile gloves would be so difficult, right? That the thrill of taking out staples and sutures, and you're like, I believe awesome is the word that you were thinking at that time, even though it was not just on a piece of styrofoam. So you had a lot of firsts throughout your nursing School of Nursing career, so I have to bring up some of those. So you'll always remember just a few. Remember the first time you finally got the blood pressure on your peer. You knew the pulse was under there somewhere, but you couldn't find it. Got it. Remember the first time you got to actually talk to a live patient. Terrified to introduce yourself, because what do you say when the patient asks, so how long have you been a nurse? And you're like, a week. Yeah. And then you panic. Yeah. And then remember the first time you gave a shot, trying to hold your hand steady without the patient noticing how scared you were. Panic. Remember the first time you put a catheter in places that you never thought anything should go in those places. Yeah. Panic. Remember the first time cleaning up a patient that was incontinent of stool and urine and thinking, wow, I have never seen that much. And I actually did have a student tell me that once when we left a patient's room, and she was like, Margie, I've never seen it that big. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Remember the first time you took care of a newborn and a new mom, and she asked you about breastfeeding? Yeah, and you're like 20. Yeah, and you're like, I don't know. Remember the first time you cared for the pediatric patient who was terrified of being in the hospital, and you have to get his vital signs and he screams at you? Remember the first time you see the joy and sadness of caring for the elderly? Some cried, some prayed, some wished you weren't leaving. So tomorrow, July 21st, is a very special day for you. It's the day that you not only will be graduating from Ball State Nursing School and Ball State University, but you will become part of the elite group that celebrates National Nurses Day. It's still 11 months away, so you've got a ways to prepare. So I would like to be the first, well, maybe not the first, I would like to officially welcome you to the nursing profession and the National Nurses Day, which, by the way, is always around Florence Nightingale's birthday. So, graduates, you have been through a tedious academic and professional journey that can only be successfully completed through hard work, diligence, and determination. Yet through thick and thin and throughout the joys and challenges, you did it anyways. All of us at Ball State will miss you, but feel very proud and encourage you on your nursing journey. So I say good job and congratulations. Stay passionate about caring with each and every moment you care for others. As I conclude, I would like to remind everybody that email, cell phones, and visits in Cooper Science, in case you forget where that is. Yes, we accept those, and we can now officially be your friend on Facebook. So just know you can. No, I don't Twitter, Snapchat, any of that. So as I conclude, I would like to remind, oh wait, I already said that, sorry. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and thank you for letting us have this pleasure to talk to you, and I will miss all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Margie. Next on our agenda is our class pledge, which will be led by Joshua Young, our Vice President, and Ashley Pierce, our Treasurer of our graduating class.
I solemnly pledge myself. Oh, sorry, everyone stand up. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse.
Thank you, Joshua and Ashley. Nicely done. Now it's the moment which these graduates have been waiting for. They've worked very, very, very hard, and we're going to get them pinned. So tonight, Heather Bean, one of our class advisors, will be reading the names of the graduates, and Carrie Osborne, another faculty member from Ball State, will be presenting the nursing pins to each of our graduates. The graduates will receive a gift of scissors from the Ball State Nursing Alumni Society and a carnation, and Nancy Martin, the other class advisor, and myself will be presenting those. First row, if you want to stand up. Taylor Ruth Anna Mills. Joshua Kyle Young. Joshua graduates cum laude. Chloe Jade Mullet. Ashley Michelle Pierce. Emily Caroline Thomas. First row may be seated. Kelsey Lynn Beer.
Kelsey graduates magna cum laude. Paige Marie Berry. Anna Marie Bowman. Bailey Joelle Cavanis. Madeline Marie Cottrell. Raquel Alexandra DiAugustine. Jacqueline Marie Full-Love. Nicholas William Greco. Maura Elizabeth Kelly. Maura will be pinned by her mom, Nancy Kelly, class of 1986. Paige Elizabeth Kostelik. Jillian Michelle Leja. Caitlin Michelle Long. Second row may be seated. Chanel Danae McClay. Constance Brianne McIntyre. Aaron Presley Meyer. Paxton Elise Paris. Addie Christine Roth. Caitlin Michelle Routman. Erin Kathleen Samuels. Carrie Robin Shear. Carrie graduates cum laude. Emily Danielle Smith. Eli Thomas Taubert. Eli graduates magna cum laude. Catherine Michelle Turner. Morgan Janae Young. Congratulations.
Okay, we can do better than that. Come on. What a fun time, right? Okay, now we're going to have some remarks by our class president, Taylor Mills.
Good evening, friends, family, and loved ones. I'm Taylor Mills, the president of this outstanding 2018 summer class. We, the 2018 summer class, would like to extend a tremendous thank you to all of our instructors who have helped guide us to this point. Over the years, you all have aided us in realizing the strengths that we now possess, but would have never imagined. You have taught us that becoming a nurse is much more than just a job description. If we are able to become a quarter of a nurse that you all have exemplified for us over the years, it will be a job well done on our part. Can the faculty please stand so we can acknowledge you? You may be seated. To our family, friends, support system, and confidants, those who are here with us physically and those who are here with us in spirit, we would like to say thank you. We would not be here graduating with our bachelors of nursing without your continued love, guidance, and support. And last but not least, I would like to say congratulations to my fellow 2018 summer classmates. We made it. It almost seems like a dream that we have finally reached the light at the end of the tunnel. We should all be proud of our accomplishment of completion. As my mom has always said, there is no box to check for almost finished. As I'm sure the ones close to us can attest, nursing school is not easy. The days have flown by, so I guess the term time flying when you're having fun is true. We all have experienced many sleepless nights, long clinical days, and lots of chapters for reading. But I'm almost certain none of my fellow classmates or I would have taken this whirlwind of a journey back for anything in the world. We have learned so much material over the past years. It is unbelievable that we were able to store so much information and skill sets within us. But nursing school is much more than just blood pressure checks and taking temperatures. Nursing school has taught me how to get through a full cup of coffee before the sun has even come up. Nursing school has taught me how to undiagnose my friends with countless diseases that WebMD has convinced them of. Nursing school has taught me how much I really miss textbooks with pictures and color. Nursing school has taught me how horrible the concept of select all that apply really is. And last but not least, nursing school has definitely taught me the significance of 1159. With all jokes aside, nursing school has taught me responsibility, accountability, self-respect, and a vast skill set of critical thinking techniques. When asked why I chose to be a nurse, I don't have a special moment when I feel like I was called to the field. I have a passion for caring for others, and this direction in the medical field provides me with that outlet of selflessness and continual improvement of others. I would like to read you all a quote by Madam C.J. Walker. "There is no royal flower-strewn path to success. If there is, I have not found it. For if I have accomplished anything in life, it is because I have been willing to work hard." Nurses are the #1 care provider at the bedside. Nurses are those that patient talks to, yells at, cries to, and if you believe it, even lies to. Nursing is truly the definition of losing yourself in the service of others, and there's no other place I'd rather be. To say I'm a nurse is truly an honor. To my fellow classmates, as we all take our different paths in life and express our bittersweet goodbyes, let us remember the hard work and devotion we put into obtaining this degree. Let us also remember the good times and even the bad, as they are all part of our journey. So, class of 2018, it is time to say those final words that we have been wanting to proclaim since the first day of Nursing 230. Mama, we made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor. Very nice job. Now, our closing remarks will be given by the class parliamentarian, Emily Thomas.
Hi, everyone. As we say our final farewell to Ball State, I'd like to thank the people that made this moment possible, the faculty at Ball State University, and our wonderful professors who have prepared and encouraged us to be knowledgeable, compassionate, caring nurses for our future patients. Our supportive clinical instructors who have been guiding us with our first IV starts, very, very long clinical days, and being the person we could ask questions to when we were not confident in what we were doing. I would next like to thank all of the family and friends who have been by our side for the past 5 semesters, cheering us on, being our shoulder to cry on when we were having a mental breakdown, and encouraging us not to give up and fulfill our dreams of being a nurse. I know for a fact we could not have done it without your love and support. We appreciate every late-night FaceTime, box of Kleenex, words of wisdom, and guidance you have provided us throughout nursing school. We love you. To my fellow graduates, we did it, finally. After 945 clinical hours, 47 nursing exams, yes, I did count, and days where I thought we wouldn't make it. We did it. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We've worked so incredibly hard to be here. I feel like I'm in a dream, and when I wake up, we'll be back to our Introduction to Nursing class. As we fly away from Ball State and start our careers as nurses, we should remember each and every day that made us who we are today, whether that be the day you cried with your patient, laughed with your clinical group, or surprised yourself by how well you did on an exam. Those memories will help us to be the amazing nurses. Use the skills we have learned and make a difference in the lives of every patient you have, and remember to use the heart God gave you to show you your patients love, compassion, healing, and support. I wish you all the very best. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Emily. I want to invite all of our guests to join us in the lobby immediately following the ceremony to congratulate our new nurses. And just want to remind the audience to please remain seated until the recessional is completed. And we want everyone to have a good evening and drive safely. Thank you for coming. Will the graduating class of July 2018 please stand?